I'm pretty sure I missed the last two chords. Was that the last chord?
What do you think?
That was good. What'd you think?
I thought it.
That was better.
It was really good. I don't think we're gonna be able to replicate. Like I was distracted by your solo.
I don't even know what I was doing.
Oh, this is like,
I was like, all right, this might work.
and then when you went to the melody, back to the melody, I was like, oh, okay, I'm back now.
Yeah, so I think we hit the right parts. So if you're okay with it, I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah, that was cool.
It's a hard song.
It's simple, but it's also not.
It's like you're thinking. It's actually in E minor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the cool part. But there is no E minor in there.
Yeah, that's like the playing with Uncle Brian. Oh, George.
Or Holly.
You know what's cool too?
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
know if it's
You're
gonna
lying.
pick up, but the firecrackers going off at the beginning.
Yeah, so
I was thinking like, don't stop. That was cool.
I know. I even looked up. I was like, "Oh, do we have to do it again?"
No.
It's going pretty good.
this podcast is brought to you by
Oh, you lucky dog.
Suntory Premium Malts. This is the master stream. Thank you to Jorma. Sorry, Jorma, if you're watching. I know you're trying to call while we're doing the podcast. So sorry and thank you at the same time. I will call you back.
Yeah, you can only get those in Japan.
Yes. Like,
So
Can't find them here.
if there's ever any Japanese customers coming to Hawaii and you guys want to be Corey's best friend,
I will forever be grateful to you for
You know what's
this.
crazy is that this type of beer isn't nowhere as unhealthy as the stuff that we drink here in the USA.
Yeah, so this is 48 calories, 5%.
well, remember when we got back from Japan, we were like seriously sitting down to like think, how can we import the,
I know.
how can we import the Japanese? I'm sure there's got to be a market. Like,
Yeah.
I think beer drinkers would love it. Cause
Hell yeah.
you know that
I don't know.
could,
I don't know
prevent-
anybody that doesn't like the beer.
it's so good. It's even better when it's on tap.
Well, I haven't had a drink in 3 months, so I'm going to be the voice of reason for the people
There you
out
go.
there.
Yeah.
You don't
do
have
it.
to drink.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
There are better means of.
If you spend 45 years doing it, maybe take a break. But you know, I was picturing this 20th year anniversary Cornerstone earlier, and I felt like I was picturing a supermodel. Like I was just like, oh my god, it's
I felt
so
like
beautiful.
I felt like I was holding hands with the supermodel.
Yeah.
I was getting a little nervous. I was like, yeah, she's with me. This thing is incredible.
The inlays are
I know,
pretty sick on
so,
the fretboard.
so beautiful.
This is insane.
I gave you that sheet on the specs. You want to go over it and give us a
Oh yeah.
individual sample?
So
The handcrafted brochure.
this comes with a book.
Oh, you know, before we get into that, any notes on, like, that was kind of the beginning chunk of Portraits of Tracy, which is like a solo bass piece by the legendary Jaco Pastorius. How was it figuring that out?
Only took a day.
I don't even
About
know
a
if we
day.
even like played the right chords.
Yeah, I almost feel like it should be called Inspired by.
Yeah,
Someone
for
in the comments is gonna be like, "You're playing the wrong chords."
we tried. If you can give us the right
Yeah.
There's
voice.
a lot up to interpretation.
Yeah,
Nah, it sounded cool though.
I hope so.
We'll see.
We get the approval from the boss, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know, I don't know what our listeners out there necessarily gravitate towards most or like, but I feel like you just have to keep doing what pushes, you know, it's easy to kind of burn out with
Yeah.
any sort of like art or creative endeavor you're doing, especially if you just start trying to cater towards what you think people might like all the time. You
Yeah.
have to kind of go for what's
what you want
more
to do.
challenging and satisfying to, So I thought it was cool. Corey came up from using the bathroom. He's like, we have to try this.
I was on my thinking, I had my thinking cap on my throne, and I was like, we should definitely try it.
And then after trying a million chords,
Yeah. It's like, is this right? Is that right?
Yeah, we had to figure them
How's
out
this?
note by note.
How's
Like,
this?
What is that? I think that note's in that chord.
Yeah. And then we're like, oh, you know what? It's probably just simple if we just...
That was actually the first time I even heard that song, too. Like,
Oh, you didn't...
I
Did I
didn't.
share it on the
I don't
channel?
remember. No,
Okay.
I don't think I got it.
Oh, you know what? I think I shared it directly with Andrew this time.
Oh,
sure.
okay.
I meant to put it on Slack.
That's why when you said as soon as you said Jocko, I was just like, are you
Well,
for
yeah.
real?
So,
I was like, oh, this guy's like,
was it
Amazing.
Brecky Boys?
Brecky Boys.
Brecky Boys on their last album did kind of almost like what you guys did, where they took a chunk of it and
Put like
made
my goodness.
they did their own thing with it, and so that's kind of what inspired Corey, and then
Yeah,
we went back.
inspired by both Jocko and...
Listen to the
Brecky
original,
Boys.
and you guys are like, okay, oh wait, that's too much. Jocko goes a little too insane.
Yeah,
It's
he was-
amazing what that guy was doing in his like late teenage, early 20s and stuff. It's like, geez, that first Jocko album was kind of like what inspired me with bass. But yeah, I still don't think there's anybody to date that like touches what he was doing compositionally, and I mean,
it's
guys writing everything out.
it's very out there. It's very out there. Very difficult, complex,
super funky.
extremely funky. And it's interesting hearing like those bass lines being played along with other instruments too.
I would always think, what if I put chicken grease on my fingers and played the ukulele?
Is that what he does?
How that...
Yeah,
That's what he was saying. He's like,
before
really?
every show, he's
So
got
every show he has like before he has like a box of KFC in the back.
greasy
He's
chicken
just
wings. That's the
just
ticket.
eating. All right, guys, let's go.
yeah, eats a piece.
Come out barefoot.
Intermission goes in the back.
He's a wild boy.
Hot wings.
Yeah.
I think he would do like flips and stuff on stage.
Oh
too.
shoot!
Flip off of his amp. Anyways. So yeah, both Cornerstones are pretty epic.
That's right. I totally forgot that we were both playing Cornerstones. Even though I was the one that was like, hey, we should do the baritone and tenor.
And you were drumming on that for like the last like hour and a half, 2 hours.
3 hours.
Maybe, before I got here, maybe.
Little did you know you're holding
Greatness.
what, 10,000 years old if you add them up together.
Oh yeah.
It's a 2,800-year-old
Yeah.
spruce, yeah.
And then
Ancient spruce.
this one, and then 6,400-year-old sinker oak on the back.
That's what that is.
But we'll get to that after we go over the... Yeah. Peter's celebrated his 20 years in Luthery with one epic gem here.
Yeah. It's a major accomplishment. So, this special 20th anniversary Cornerstone comes with a few documents. One is a certificate of authenticity, and the rest of the pamphlet actually talks about the types of woods. And this ukulele in particular, he didn't hold back at all. And actually, it's very unique, not just because of the type of woods he used, but also the build style. So this is a double top ukulele, meaning you're fusing two high quality types of woods together. It's almost like a high-end, like super high-end laminate, but it's actually, you're doing it with a purpose. It's not just to add more reinforcement and stability to the top wood, but you get the best of both worlds. This special ukulele has I think it was a quilted sinker redwood top, along with cedar as well. And those are two of my most favorite woods. You get this really, really nice and stable top, and a lot of projection, a lot of warmth, a lot of body comes out of it. As you can see, he decked it out to the max. We have turquoise, abalone shells, different types of wood inlays all over the front of the ukulele. And he even added more details, not just on the rosette, the fretboard, and the headstock, but he added binding purfling with abalone along the entire body and construction. So we have the double top, we have the armrest over here, abalone inlays around the entire body, and then when you turn it to the side, you have his signature side port. We got wood binding, top and bottom, more abalone shell inlaid on the sides and back. And as you can see, this ukulele was made from the tree mahogany, which is one of the most rarest, most sought after woods in the world by majority of all these luthiers. This is kind of like the dream wood for a lot of builders out there, and to get a piece like this is very, very rare. So we have really curly or quoted sapele for the neck. It's so curly and it almost looks like koa, which is incredible. We got gold tuners on the top in gunmetal with the almost like the candy orange buttons coming out from the side. Incredible build. Been enjoying playing this, and we've only done the opening song so far. And when we were practicing, I just kept staring at this and just realized like how incredible it is to be able to have an ukulele like this in your hands and being the one that gets to talk to you all about it and do the sound sample. So it has a lot of body. Just listen to the sustain.
Hell of a uke.
One heck of a ukulele.
Big props to Peter. I mean, most people could spend 40 years or much longer and not get to where he's gotten with pushing the envelope and creativity and, tone, looks. Cornerstones give the whole package. Corey, you want to talk about what you got?
Chrysocolla. Is that it? Chrysocolla?
Oh,
The Recon Stone?
yeah.
Let me just make sure. I got it. Chrysocolla. Okay. Just wanted to verify that. Okay. I have an incredible baritone in my hand with very aged, probably the oldest woods you can find right now. It's 2,850-year-old spruce, 6,400-year-old sinker oak on the back and sides. Beautiful tone, very interesting coloring. We've had ancient spruce on a couple ukes, throughout this year and a couple years back. It is a very stunning piece of wood, not only visually but tonally.
That was an oak tree from the Garden of Eden.
Yeah, before the world went to crap. Anyways, you got very nice recon stone on the rosette, Paua abalone purfling. You got that same purfling bordering that rosette here. Same material is used for the end graph. Just get a good look at that. Beautiful. Arm bevel, signature side sound port, gloss body, satin neck, radius fretboard. There's no fret dots. You got beautiful abalone running around the perimeter of the fretboard, and that goes all the way around the headstock. Again, recon stone on the faceplate, same one that is used on the end graph and rosette. Goto tuners, some of the finest tuners on the planet. Anyways, amazing strings, amazing ukulele. Aho, yeah. So I was thinking, it's like, oh, these aren't purple. The Aho baritone set from Ko'olau. Or should I say Andrew? Very nice.
I think they have anything that was a living thing on this earth thousands of years ago, I think it's like a really special thing in and of itself.
Oh yes.
Beyond, it being an amazing musical partner, it's like quite astonishing.
Oh yes, it is. It's crazy to think that you're gonna be playing an instrument made of something millennia ago.
Yeah. Crazy. All right, Corey. Man, this thing is such a... It's like the finest jewelry.
Sounds really nice.
If you get that one, you got to get a humidity controlled office to hang it in because it's a work of art.
Yeah. The tree mahogany. Freaking ridiculous.
All right. We have some pretty incredible Petros next.
Oh. Okay.
So who's gonna start it? Who's gonna take first? Billy?
I'll take it. That was organized chaos.
I know when I heard like jingle bells, I was like, all right.
Hey, you know,
Gonna do it. You gotta commit.
Oh.
oh, sorry, that's G.
Oh yeah.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Yeah, whatever. It works. That was a fusion of what's his name?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney's
How dare you,
wonderful.
sir?
Yeah, that's spicy.
I forgot to add that part because I was like, I don't want to mess up. We're gonna do 5 takes in that part.
That's a Christmas classic known to only a few.
Yeah, when Clay was driving up, I told Corey, you know, it's a Christmas song no one's covered. 15 minutes later, he had it.
A lot of people haven't heard of that.
Really?
It's
Yeah,
also shocking the amount of people who don't know who Paul McCartney is.
Shut up.
What?
Ask from 2000 and on, ask these children, you know who Paul McCartney is. They'd be like, what is he, a chef or something? Sure, a musical chef.
Oh my gosh.
Go first, Clay. Pretty epic stuff over here.
Oh yeah, tonight is just one like amazing thing after the other. So we've been seeing pictures of this ukulele on Facebook for some time, and Bruce has been talking about it for a little while. This is a very, very beautiful Petros ukulele, master grade Hawaiian koa. This one has the Hono theme with the inlays, the binding, the rosette. Actually, the rosette, aside from having turtles, is actually Maori inspired from our brothers and sisters in New Zealand. And it's very, very beautiful. We got koa binding for top and bottom binding along the neck. Rubner tuners, as we usually order them with, or he just puts them on for us because he knows we love them. We got this beautiful strap button and end graft on the bottom of the ukulele. And now the back and sides is another star of the show. It's another very rare, exquisite exotic wood. This is the holy grail of the Rosewood family, also known as Brazilian rosewood. Very rare, hard to get, and we're very lucky to be able to get one of these beautiful masterpieces from Bruce in our store actually. And this has amazing sustain. Jeez. It's just simple chords will sustain as long as you need them to. And having an instrument like this is almost like it ensures that every single voicing of every chord and every note that you play will have its own place and space for it. Everything's well separated. And then it also comes with some of the lowest action possible straight out of the box. Or straight out of the fiberglass case. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of these tuners. I one day want to order a uke with these on. I might even just install them on one of the instruments I already have. Or maybe one day get a Petros. You never know.
Yeah, that thing is. I think it's a Canon. It has probably the best low end, low mid balance
Mm-hmm.
and roundness in the low end frequency that I've heard. And that's with a coal with top. That's crazy.
I would kind of like be curious to see what these would feel like with like Joe's hard tension strings on it.
Oh,
Because the action is low enough for it to not be hard to play with the high tension set of strings. I think it would even bring out more from
Really nice paired with the Brazilian though.
it.
Huh?
Yeah, like you really don't see too much Brazilian back and sides with koa tops on them.
But I think that adds to the sustain and richness.
Because koa is kind of naturally already a nice like warm slash
Nice
bright
mid-range,
sound.
yeah.
Yeah. So with Rosewood, you get a lot of like bass and low frequencies coming through. Oh, just check out that
there's
chord.
that shimmer with that sheesh.
Gives you a love for the tremolo.
I know. It's like
Do the
gotta have the right forearm for that.
Okay,
you got?
I have number 147 from Petros. This thing is beautiful, of course. Yeah, there's no further explanation needed on how beautiful it is, both visually and tonally. This is one of my favorite woods on the back and sides. This is Claro Walnut, and has a very unique coloring, very unique tone, very beautiful wood grains. That's for the back and sides, and you got curly redwood on top. Butternut neck. This is a really nice set of wood as well. These are used commonly on the Petros ukuleles. This also has the Honu themed rosette. The purfling is with the Maori design. That goes all the way around the soundboard. Also continues with the Honu strap button here at the bottom with the Maori design on the end graph. Beautifully done as always. Sorry. Cherry wood binding. That binding is also on the side port here. On the binding for the fretboard, you got Honu fret dots, beautiful Claro Walnut faceplate, Rubner tuners, Petros logo. This thing is just, yeah. I don't think I'll just let the ukulele do the talking. beatboxing is like just whoa. Ah,
Jesus Christ.
wow. Like plucking really soft. Super just
Oh yeah.
super full. Excuse me. Sorry, go ahead.
Incredible.
This ukulele. It was so easy to do this part. Like, this is the hardest part of the whole song. But it's like, you don't really have to push down at all. You just put your finger here. And
Yeah, he has one of the best necks.
it's like butter on this thing.
Butternut.
Yeah, butternut. Butterneck. Like, you can do, like, all hammer-ons going up, you know?
It's like electric guitar action as well.
It's just pluck one string. It's not even fair.
So next we have a couple new ukes from David Ingalls with Ono Ukulele. It's been a little while.
Nice. That was the incredible task of multitasking because the strings are new. I was like, oh.
Yeah. When you came in, that was perfect too. Like when we switched roles, that was cool. We weren't even looking; it just happened. I was like, yes.
Just trying to be as subtle as possible. Yeah, if you like it, then all right.
Like it, like a lot.
You just had to change that A string on the
Yep.
18-inch scale tenor that Corey's playing, and I was tuning it up downstairs and just like, whoa, my goodness, the amount of overtones with every note on it. Such a
Tone cannon.
yeah, such a big sound.
Yeah. Beautiful 18-inch tenor from Ono. Western red cedar for the outer laminate. On the inside, it's Sitka spruce. Increases rigidity and gives you a better tone in general. The back and sides is Bubinga, one piece back. This is also laminated, but it's with the same wood. And as you can hear, yeah, very nice balance, very open, very vibrant voice. The 18-inch scale length helps out a lot. So 18-inch scale length, that's 1 inch longer than the standard 17-inch tenor. Brings up the string tension a little more, giving you a more clearer sound, a touch clearer sound, different kind of attack, but still preserves the natural ukulele tone still. Yeah. Still sounds very much like a tenor. It's just tenor on steroids. So this is a UV cured poly satin finish. Very smooth. Always, David always does a good job on everything. Side port here, you can see the flying buttress interior bracing. That also increases the tone. You don't have to use the transverse bracings. And, less bracing equals better tone, essentially. So you got that, and that's with carbon fiber, so it's also extremely lightweight and extremely durable. Yeah. This is with low G, wound G, wound C. This is the Tomastic set, which is very smooth, not overly bassy, not too overpowering. Actually blends very well with the other fluorocarbon E and A. Another standard thing here is the cantilevered fretboard. It is basically floating above the soundboard. It's not touching. When you have this kind of design, it allows more vibration or allows more movement on the top, equaling more tone. So no fret dots, but you have side dots with mother of pearl. Maple binding top and back. There's a nice radius to this fretboard. It's very comfortable. Got whipping on the faceplate. Ono logo here. Goto tuners standard on here. Very easy to use. Very smooth. Yeah, everything you'd expect from Ono ukulele. High quality. incredible tone, very unique, simple but intricate design at the same time. Yeah, check it out, the 18-inch Bubinga tenor from Ono. I was playing like really light too.
Yeah.
Like this, you can really milk the.
Rings together, sweet.
Yeah.
By the way, Corey teaches La Vie en Rose at our membership lessons.
Oh, that's
so
right.
If you go join, that's one of the lessons you get.
Enjoy.
The ukulelesite.com. All right, Clay, tell us about what you got.
So this is a very unique ukulele. This is the Ono take on a concert. This is a 16-inch concert ukulele, which is just 1 inch shorter in scale length from a tenor, which is great because there's a lot of people who love the shape of or the size of a concert body, but needs a little bit more room for their hands, but don't want to quite get a 17-inch scale concert ukulele. So this would be something to consider. With the longer scale length, you do get more attention on the strings, which brings out more volume, more sustain, and a lot more clarity. And this is a ukulele that's built with a double top and a double back and sides, meaning you have 2 pieces of Redwood for the soundboard combined together, and 2 pieces of Clara Walnut on the outer, 1 piece on the outer and 1 piece on the inner, just like the top. And what you get is a very stable instrument. This sounds very, very nice and full. The volume is extremely loud. You got the side port with the signature flying buttress that you can see here. You got pretty much like a floating fretboard. I forgot what is it called? A cantilever neck or fretboard, where it's just floating above the soundboard, not quite touching it, allowing for more vibration to move around the body of the ukulele before it comes out of the sound hole. Offset sound hole to the side right next to the side port. It looks like we got maple binding. We got Honduras mahogany neck, Goto UPT tuners in silver and black, and a lot of sound. Very comfortable to play. The concerts for me always felt a little bit small for my taste because I'm used to a tenor. when I first pulled this out of the case, I actually thought it was a tenor until I read the spec sheet. So this had me fooled.
I think it's huge for a concert.
Yeah. It doesn't feel or sound like a concert, but at certain points when you're playing, like, oh yeah, it still is.
Fits into a Oahu concert case.
That's cool. One of the cool things about the cases we carry, it fits multiple different sizes and lengths. So it's kind of like a one size fits all.
I mean, the body on that is standard concert.
Standard concert?
Yeah. It's just got a little bit extra length on, but yeah, the tone is like
Yeah. And he was saying that, I think, like, when on the spec sheet it says B flat tuning preferred or suggested with this.
I was wondering if that's what it said on yours too, Corey.
But I just tuned it up because people are going to be playing it in GCEA anyways. But because of the added tension, you could actually tune it down a whole step and get a really nice mellow sound of it.
Oh, this one actually says tuned in B flat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was thinking it was fairly high tension when I was tuning it up, but I think a lot of people will still take it to GCA, which is fine. It's just you might want to go a little bit lighter on the strings depending on your taste.
Uh-huh. I would probably, like, if I were to tune it down to B flat, I would do that more for like just playing by myself.
Yeah, and it's like if you're in the process of trying to learn from online videos or learn certain songs and stuff like that, it might not be the best one to pick up. But then a step lower, just for noodling around or playing around with stuff that you already know, it just makes for a more relaxed overall. It's a more relaxed feel, but it's also a richer, more relaxed tone.
Especially if you're a vocalist and you like the voicings of a certain key, but it's too high, just tune this down to a B flat, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a completely different instrument.
Is that B flat? Yeah, that's Dr. Byron Yasui's preferred tuning for
That's right, yeah.
B for Byron.
Exactly, yeah.
jazzier in
Oh.
that tuning. I don't know. What do you think, Corey?
Definitely. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna close out tonight with a few new ukes from Cocobolo.
Nice.
Clay, can you teach Silent Night?
Sure. This is actually like the key. It would be better for like an intermediate player because it's basically all the melody is mostly done on the A string. So you're focusing on frets 2, 5, and 7, starting on the 5 on the A string, 5, 7, 5, 2, and then you repeat it, 5. Okay, now you're gonna go from 2 all the way up to the 12th fret of the A string, which on this ukulele is dot number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is located on 12th fret. And this is where you go to the next part. And then to the 9th fret. And then go up to the 10. 7. Oh, sorry, 5. So. And then 10. 5. Okay. Now you're going to go up to the 7. 10. 9, 7. 5. 7, 5, 2. Do that one more time. 7, 7, 10, 9, 7, 5, 7, 5, 2. Now here's the final part to complete the song. You're going to slide all the way up to the 12th fret. And then you're going to go to the 15, 14. So from the 12, 15, 14, 12, 10. And then from here, you're going to slide up to the 14 back again. So this whole section goes. Okay. And then now if you want to kind of, there's two ways you can finish it. You can do a lot easier way because you're closer to where the chords are. You can do, hold G like this. So you can do D. If you want to keep it closed, this is another way you can do it. It's like the most simplest way you can do it in the key of G. What I recommend is actually learning it in the key of C because it will be a lot easier if you're a beginner. The chords are a lot easier to hold. The melody and all the notes are very, very close together. But G would be more of a challenge. So if you already know how to play Silent Night in the key of C, try the G because you actually learn more about where these notes are on the fretboard. You think about finger placement and what's coming next. And then when you add these chords together, it becomes even more challenging in this key. But the chords that are actually being played are G, and then there's a D inside. Okay, there's also a C, and there's also an E minor. So when you put the chords with the melody and combine them together, you get something very, very different. So instead of holding G like this, I want to play the melody, so I'll actually extend my pinky and actually follow the same picking pattern that we were going over earlier while playing the chords. So it goes G while your pinky's on the 5th fret of the A string. This is still G. And you can hold a D all the way up here. If you take the same chord shape, move it all the way up to your 9th fret. And remember now the melody is going to be played on the A. So you can do something like this. Oh. Or you can play a D7 like this, which I would recommend. So, and then you go back to your G, G7. This would be another way of holding C. This is still C. Back to G. And then you go back to C. This is the reason why I would recommend playing it in C, because this part is all the way up here, and usually in A7, like we were playing it while we're doing it as a duo, it's actually going to be a little bit harder. So you can do an A7 like this, A7 like this. Whatever works for you is what I would recommend, but definitely try it in C first, because this is a challenging song in G.
Right on.
So,
Talk about that uke.
So this ukulele is another instrument we got from Cocobolo Ukulele. This is the tenor, solid Cocobolo for the top, back, and sides. Really nice sound, good projection, good clarity, and yeah, it's a very, very nice ukulele. You got different types of color tones coming down, sapwood used for the center strip, a little bit on the sides, and also coming down the center of the front. You got the side port, radius fretboard, gear tuners, pretty much everything you need. And this one seems to, what I'm currently holding, I think it has some Worth Browns on here as well. So experiment with different string sets, figure out which one you prefer on that one uke.
Is it like a 25-inch scale length?
24. Could be like a tenor guitar.
Number 1.
Yeah, you know, when I think back on this year, one of the joys has been getting to experience and share with you guys instruments that we haven't before. And one of the brands is Cocobolo. And it's been great showcasing what Kevin is doing down there in Nicaragua with this amazing looking and sounding tone wood. They have their own vibe, you know. They're definitely different and beautiful in a unique way. This one that Corey's playing, I guess, is number 1 for this super jumbo baritone, guitar-sized baritone.
Yeah, it really is
It reminds
guitar
me,
body.
the body is like kind of the, you know, turn of the century size guitar body.
I mean, the tone is very much a guitar tone, which is nice.
This just came in today. Pretty cool.
If you want to be heard and also seen from 50 miles away,
Beautiful. And we have, I think, 3 other tenors from them, but we'll do sound samples within the next few days, and check us out at TUS Clips for the individual sound samples. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Anything you want to say, Corey?
it's probably a couple days until Christmas, so everybody party responsibly, drive safely, don't get carried away. Spend as much time as you can with your family. It's a very important time of the year, probably the most important time of the year besides Thanksgiving. So yeah, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and then we'll hit you guys with another podcast, closing out the rest of the year for New Year. So, yeah, Clay.
Just want to say thank you for all of your support and making us part of your week, your day, your holidays, and we really appreciate all of the support that you've given us over the years. And it's always an honor to be able to be here to showcase these ukuleles for all of you and to be able to work directly with our customers. It's an honor. And so thank you guys so much for all your support. Merry Christmas. We hope you guys stay safe. Enjoy the time that you have with your family. There's a lot of people around the world that are struggling right now. So it's a good time to be thankful for what we have, the people we have in our life, and also for the ukulele. So thank you guys so much. And we want to wish you guys the best, the absolute best holiday season. Mahalo.
There you go. We love you. We'll see you soon. Aloha.
Or Mele Kalikimaka.